what would you say is also the competitive edge that Cosmos has in the crypto space? I think obviously interoperability as a main topic. IBC has shipped in February this year, and maybe you can also compare to other competitors out there right now.
Sure. I mean, I think at the heart of it is our vision and values. I think that's unparalleled in the space. We've been committed the whole time to building the most useful things we can to enable communities, right? And so we often get flack for not pumping the atom enough, or not building enough game theory into the atom, or whatever, and it's like, look, we build the thing that we think is the most valuable at the time, right? And initially that was Tendermint, and then it was the Cosmos SDK, and then it was IBC, and maybe now it's actually the features around the Cosmos Hub and bringing additional utility to the atom and shared security and all these kinds of things. So, but I think really the thing that distinguishes us is that vision, this commitment to sovereignty and interoperability for years, that anyone should be able to run their own blockchain and, determine their own security requirements for themselves and put together the validator set that makes sense for them, and to still be interoperable with everyone else. And that's, we feel that way both about blockchain design, but also about socioeconomic design, right? And that's really the future of the sort of our political economic systems, is these more sort of sovereign, interoperable, call them city states or whatever you like. And I think that's the sort of world we're going to. And I see sort of a convergence between blockchain scalability and, political economics scalability, so to speak. So I think that's really the thing that distinguishes us coming out of that, from that sort of values first positioning. We've built incredibly valuable tools and software and frameworks, like the Cosmos SDK. I think is still unparalleled in terms of its usability for actually, building a blockchain application. There's really nothing like it. Obviously there's Solidity and there's Substrate and there's, many other ways to build chains, but Cosmos SDK, from what I've heard from users, is still sort of the easiest and most reliable. And we see that with, some of the most popular blockchains in the world using it to actually build their system, Terra, Binance, et cetera, et cetera. So I think those are the things that distinguish us. Obviously, IBC itself as the only real, true, generalized standard for interoperability. There's a lot of, talk and hype of interoperability, but we see, most of the solutions that are built out there are sort of ad hoc bridges that are sort of custom bespoke between two particular chains. And IBC is really the first to really make an effort to generalize and enable all the chains to speak sort of the same language and use the same protocols and the same way of reasoning about security and so on. So I think that's also, a major differentiator. And we're seeing many of the other projects, start to adopt it, where, the folks are building IBC bridge to Solana and IBC bridge to Substrate for Polkadot and to many others. So that's all clutch. And then the Cosmos Hub itself is sort of, rather than try to focus on saying, okay, everyone has to use the atom, or you have to use this thing, or, you can only get value out of the work we've done, through some kind of rent seeking, whatever. Like, no, we're not about that, right? The Cosmos Hub is going to compete on an equal footing with all these other blockchains. It is positioned for a number of reasons to deliver high value, to specialize in this sort of, interchain routing and in shared security and so on. And, there's a number of features that are coming to the Cosmos Hub over the year that the next year or so that will be shipped that, we'll sort of deliver on that vision to actually enable all these chains that are now part of this interchain ecosystem to do so much more by having a hub that specializes in servicing them. So